I was still in the early days of 2021, before everything got too chaotic, when I was on vacation with my ex-wife. We left the kids with their grandparents and spent a week in St. Thomas, just trying to unwind. 2 days before we were supposed to leave, we decided to go to Koki Beach to do some snorkeling. We spent an hour or so swimming around, just lazily, and then she said she wanted to go back to the poolside bar for a few drinks. I turned to swim back to shore and took one last look under the water. I saw something glinting on the beach floor, about 10 feet below me. It was an Apple Watch with a metallic band. I dove down, and when I got back to the surface, I showed her. She couldn't believe I could even see it, especially since I'm not exactly a pro swimmer. We got back to our room, hooked it up to the charger, and it still worked. It had a cellular plan, so I left it on in case the owner could call. The next 3 days went by, and I got no messages. I figured the owner was probably out of the country or something. We got back to Dulles, had a 6-hour layover, and during dinner I took the watch out. It finally showed a message to call a Connecticut number if it had been found. I texted the owner, told him what happened, and he sent me his address so I could mail it to him when I got home. Then he messaged back, asking if I was at Dulles. I told him I was, and he said he was there too. He asked where I was, and I told him. Turns out he was 3 shops down from where we were eating. He came up to me with this sheepish grin, shook my hand, and offered to pay me for returning his watch. I told him the story was payment enough, and we parted as friends.